Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And now the New York Knicks starters. You've got Russell, Stoudemire out there with Baylor, and it's Chris Paul, and it's Arenas in at the 2 spot. And for San Antonio, Peja Stojakovic is out there with Duncan. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Parrish, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Outside Rose. Fires from the corner. And the shot is long. And here's Arenas outside. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Stojakovic kicks to Rose. And the pass to Parrish. Now Jones. And Duncan gets double teamed. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Gilbert Arenas. That's his first foul. Now Rose. Inside. Paul with the steal.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Here's Stoudemire. That shot off. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the evening. And both free throws good for Stoudemire. Now here's Rose. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
Well, Kevin, tonight's tune is second chance points. He said they've got to slow that down. He wants his guys to do their work early, find their man, and box him out. We'll see how much energy they get in the rebounding game. Kevin?
Great, David. Thank you. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And bringing that postseason intensity is so key. These plays can change the trajectory of a game.
And Rose throws it down.
You know, once he starts going downhill, Rose is impossible to stop. He doesn't settle for simple layups. He's throwing that thing down.
Now here's Arenas. Russell, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Ice is checked in, and it's Richmond in for Gilbert Arenas. Here's Rose, and Rose throws it down.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
And he gets the bucket.
So dangerous in these sets. Paul is a maestro at running the pick and roll to perfection.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And the Knicks making a change here. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Richmond against Goodrich. Dishes it to Robinson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Completely aware of everything around him. Goodrich quick to locate the open man.
Scott kicks to Rice. Robinson with the block. 1:12 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Goodrich. And Adebayo sends it back. Takes a shot at the elbow. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And Glenn Rice is a pure scorer. I mean, his team depends on him to constantly and consistently nail these types of shots.
Now here's Anthony. Hardaway with a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Scott against Hardaway. Scott can't get it to go. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now here's Goodrich. D right on him. Here's Anthony. San Antonio again missing. Adebayo against Hardaway. Stolen by Robinson. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Robinson. Over Adebayo. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
Tie game in San Antonio. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for San Antonio. Goodrich is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Anthony. And it's Dantley in at the small forward position. Just 5 to shoot. Baylor passes to Adebayo. From deep three-point range. The rebound by the Spurs. On the wing, Hardaway. He's covered by Arenas. And Hardaway gets it to go.
How fast Hardaway gets inside is something to watch. Really excels driving all the way to the rim.
Here's Arenas. Rebounded by Goodrich. San Antonio leading. To the inside. Baylor with the steal. Here's Arenas. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. The shot by Anthony, no good. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Knicks. He kicks it to Arenas. Pass to Stackhouse. Back to Arenas. Lets the 3 fly. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The pass to Goodrich. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Good work defensively by Baylor. For New York, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Here's Adebayo. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jones has got the lead up to 2 now for San Antonio.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with him. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
The drive by Paul and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's an example of Chris Paul reading the floor and being aggressive. The defense can't react quick enough, and he gets a trip to the line.
For the Knicks, Rice is checked in, and it's Richmond in for Jerry Stackhouse. Good on both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Rose kicks to Parrish. Down low. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Parrish has got his first basket of the night.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
Pass to Rice. Outside, Russell. Inside. Here's Rice. Defended by Stojakovic. Shots good by Rice. Rice has got it all tied up now for New York. Duncan outside. Outside Rose. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris Paul picks up that.
When Rose is attacking, guys, I mean, the defense has to act. He puts them on their heels.
And Rose drops them both. Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Paul kicks to Richmond. Passes to Rice. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half.
Beautiful thing to watch there. Parrish with great anticipation and timing to get to that shot and deny it.
Here's Rose. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one comes. The Knicks making a switch here. Scott's checked in. Both free throws good from Rose.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now, here's Scott. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Parrish. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you. Looking at the Spurs, they've battled hard, not letting their loss in Game 1 affect their performance tonight. But the second half is going to tell the tale of whether they go into Game 3 desperate for a win or with momentum on their side. And it's just about time now for the third quarter.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Final. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Stoudemire out there with Russell. Then it's Bailey. Then it's Gilbert Arenas. And it's Paul in at the point guard position.
You got to respect his range now. Paul's form and release are perfect. I feel like every 3 he shoots is going in.
Rose with the ball. 8 points for him. And Rose throws it down hard.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
This is one of Paul's strengths to me. Very effective at taking advantage of any holes he sees in that in-between area on the floor.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Stojakovic. Stoudemire trying to break free. They get it back. Duncan with the bucket.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him. He's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
And the Knicks decide to take their first timeout here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
The Knicks making a switch here. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Left side Arenas for three. It's good from long range. Arenas has got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Anthony dishes to Goodrich. The feed to Robinson. Knicks with the rebound. Thurman's got his 4th rebound in this one. On deep, Arenas, and the 3 ball is good. Now it's a 5-point New York lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it. You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Pass to Stackhouse. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, after that tremendous collegiate career, Stackhouse came into the NBA with a ton of buzz, and he has not disappointed. He's an offensive force to be reckoned with.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Richmond, he's checked in for the Knicks. Scott comes in for Chris Paul. Spurs trail by 5. Outside Anthony. Back to Hardaway. Jacks up a 3. He can't get that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. To the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And New York making a change here. Ice is checked in. Anthony kicks to Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
And Hardaway always looking to incorporate his teammates. You can see him keeping his eyes moving in order to make sure he's ready to deliver to the open man.
Richmond for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Adebayo. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Stackhouse. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Stackhouse has got 5 points so far.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Baylor, he's checked in for the Knicks. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And it's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. More in-your-face, physical, high-energy plays like that one.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jones looking for an opening. 4 on the clock. Nice jump shot. Good. Jones has got his second bucket tonight.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it the plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll return shortly. Here now, a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And it's Jones with the ball for the Spurs. 8-point game. They've got Jones. Parrish is out there with Duncan. Then there's Stojakovic, and it's Rose in at the point. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Rice. And again, New York with the triple.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
It doesn't go for him. The pass to Baylor. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Spurs trail by 9. Spurs working the ball around now. Stojakovic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Stojakovic has got his first basket.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
New York calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Jones kicks to Parrish. And here's Stojakovic. That's tipped. It's Jones on the wing. Arenas with the defensive effort. New York leading by 7. Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Exceptional focus from the veteran point guard. Paul is no stranger to having to outwork the defense.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Duncan. They get the rebound and the rejection by Stoudemire. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here's Arenas outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Arenas has got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Knicks.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Paul passes to Russell. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Stoudemire.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Gets the first, that brings them within single digits. San Antonio making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And Duncan drops them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Stoudemire. Over Duncan. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. For the Spurs, this one's not looking good. Outside, Stojakovic. Stojakovic against Paul. Releases. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And it's the Spurs ball. On the wing, Hardaway. Fires the three. The shot, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Good on the three-point shot. And the Knicks lead by 11.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for New York. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.